Map Judgment Review. Just kidding. If you ask me, I think the Wiiviewr is a great channel. It proves that the Wii is a very underrated console. If you look at a video saying that the Wii is a bad console, and you look through the comments, and most people agree. And if they watched him, then they'd realize that there are good games and good third-party games on the Nintendo Wii. I'm kind of upset about all of these haters. You think it would be as good as all the others, but apparently it's not. So I kind of think if more people watched the Wiiviewr, then maybe the Wii wouldn't be as bad as others say. Now, real quick, I'd like to argue about its opinion on the game Spra, because I'm one of the few people who bought that game. I bought it for my big brother on Christmas back in 2009, and we didn't play much of it. We kind of got stuck. But I went back and played it, and I figured out what to do so I didn't get stuck. And I thought it was a great game. And it's only selling for $5 at GameStop. If you're not as picky as he is, then I'd really recommend picking it up, because it's definitely a great game and it's worth having in your collection. So thanks, Wiiviewr. Now that game will sell less. Now every time he gives the game a snap judgment review, which is a bad thing, or a skip, it makes the Wii look bad, and it doesn't help the haters like the Wii much more. However, he still helps every time he gives a third-party game a buy, or an absolutely buy it now, or a rent. But every time he gives it a skip, it just makes the Wii look worse and worse. But, like I said, the Wii's a very underrated console. He will review games with his kids every now and then. The little Wiiviewr and the littlest Wiiviewr are cool characters. They're funny as well, and they're also, for their age, great at reviewing games. The Wiiviewr also has a sense of humor. Every time he pulls out his camera, he will definitely say something funny. Like in his Barbie Horse Adventures review. Yeah, I know. And probably the first one I saw was his Ninja Breadman review, thanks to Super Mario Logan. Probably his best moments is his Double Dragon review, his Double Dragon arcade review. Actually, so funny that he's actually made his very own top 10 Wiiviewr moments video. It was pretty cool. I will admit sometimes he does stay a little bit hard on games. Like, for example, he actually dug into Super Mario Galaxy and found 7 problems just for our entertainment. But I wouldn't really go to find flaws in any game. However, one game that I don't understand why so many people like is Final Fantasy. I downloaded it on my phone and I thought it was awful. I've downloaded it because it was an RPG, and I liked RPGs. Apparently, only the Mario RPGs are good. The Wiiviewr will also review virtual console games, accessories, and Wiiwiewr games. Now, he's reviewed a lot of Wii games. I'm worried, what will the Wiiviewr do next time when the next generation consoles come out? Will he continue to review Wii games until there's none left? I don't know. And what if he runs out of room on his shelf for Wii games? And what does he do with the games that he doesn't like? Maybe he just returns them to GameStop. And another thing is, I would like to request a review for Link's Crossbow Training. He doesn't like the kind of genre that game is in, but boy did I love that game. He can buy it used at GameStop for only $2. But, he probably already has the game because he came with the Wii Zapper, and he doesn't like the Wii Zapper at all. Another game he doesn't like is Replay. And, well, I kind of see why people are starting to hate the Wii more and more. It's not my favorite game. It's probably the best. In my opinion, it's the best console ever made because it plays GameCube games and it has its own excellent library of games. However, and the Wii has its number 1, no only 4 symbol. I brought a Super Nintendo game and it said it was only for Super Nintendo. However, I have to hook it up on Wikipedia to figure out what's an exclusive and what's a Wii and what's not an exclusive. So one of my friends told me Super Mario Galaxy 2 was on Xbox 360 and PS3, but I said no, he's not. No, it's not because it's a Wii exclusive. And he said, yeah, it is. I've seen it. And however, that's not possible because Nintendo owns Mario, and they wouldn't allow him to go on to any other consoles. But they wouldn't have known that. They wouldn't have thought that he was on other consoles if there was an only 4 symbol. 2. The second flaw, it's that when I was playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and the power went out, and so did my power adapter. So I had to run out and buy a new power adapter. Third flaw, well, I forget all the last flaw, but there's definitely, oh yeah, and you can't play DVDs still. I mean, I guess I can just order the Netflix service, but come on. And however, I do hope for more Wiiviewr reviews to come. He's very funny, and he's definitely worth, and you should definitely subscribe now.